People, welcome back to our channel and thank you so much for joining the channel today. If you are new here, guys, my name is Milton. Welcome back to our platform. And if you are watching the Anointed Village Boy for the first time, please do not forget to subscribe to this YouTube channel and support the movement. This is where we are going to be vibing for New Year. For those who subscribe to the channel already, thank you so much. We are almost hitting a new milestone, which is 46,000. This is amazing for this platform. Thank you guys so much. Nigeria, thank you. Pakistan, thank you. India, thank you. Cameroon, thank you. USA, thank you. UK, thank you. If you are watching from anywhere around the world, thank you. UAE, I see you guys. Everybody, I see you. Thank you so much. So somebody asked me this question, Milton, how can I apply for a Portugal study visa? And today it's time to explain all of this. I understand a lot of us, we do not know how these things work and the study abroad journey works. I want to tell you, yesterday I was talking to someone and the guy was like, Milton, I feel like giving up. Well, if you give up, just know that you are on your own. If you give up, then you are the loser. Nobody in the right senses will give up on study abroad journey. Okay, so keep pushing. Now let's answer this question. How can I get a Portugal study visa? The first thing first is look at your budget and again do your research. Make sure that your research is from YouTube or from Google. Now when you are doing the research, there should be things in your brain. What you should be looking at is what program do I want to study in Portugal? And as soon as you know the program, you can now go to the various universities. But are you going to find the universities on Facebook? No. You are going to find them on Google. You are going to find some information or some of the universities on YouTube, like my channel and other channels on YouTube. Now, when you find these channels, you go through them, you do some research, you will notice that there are schools in Portugal like the University of Minho, the University of Algarve, the University of Porto, the University of Lisbon. All right, there are a lot of them. There are even business institutions in Portugal. Now, when you locate all these universities, it is now time for you to make a decision, right? When you make that decision, the decision is, am I going to apply or I'm not going to apply? When you make a decision, I'm going to apply, it is now time for you to check those universities if they have that particular program you want to study. Now, when you check and you find the program in any of these universities I mentioned, go to the requirements. Check the requirements, guys. I'm insisting on this. Check the requirements. 1. 2, check the application fee because Portuguese universities charge application fee. 3, check the section for legalization. Legalization is very important, and as I know, if you do not legalize your documents, it might be difficult for you to go into public universities in Portugal. This is very important. Do not forget, check legalization. Then the last part is you check the application dates. When is the application starting? When is the application closing? When you check all of this, you check when is the semester starting. Then when you have all this information, now you check the tuition fee. For the section for the tuition fee, you are going to find information on how the tuition is distributed. Most Portuguese universities, you would be paying tuition in like 3, 4, 5 or 6 or even 7 installments. They will charge you in installments. So, and another advantage with Portugal is that their tuition is quite affordable. Portuguese universities, most of them will open their applications this January. So you should be putting an eye. A lot have started already and I'll be bringing more videos. Now, when you check all those things and you are d'accord with it, during the application process, you apply to the university. When you apply to the university, you pay the application fee, you upload your documents, then as soon as everything is complete, you submit your documents. Remember, if you are still to do legalization of your documents, then you might need to be very attentive because as it stands right now, the dates for legalization are very few, and most of the time, you may not even have a date to apply for legalization. So this is fact I'm telling you. Now, when you put all this into consideration, the next thing you need to do, submit the application and you relax. It's going to take the school some time. There might be online interview. You might be asked to submit extra documents. But as soon as you submit the documents, they will tell you anything you need to do again. Then after that, you wait for some time, maybe a month or two, you are going to get an offer letter from the said university. Now, they will ask you or tell you what to do depending on your tuition and the method of payment. After you pay your tuition, it is now time for you to apply for visa. This is how the process, this is a transition for you to get a Portuguese or a student visa to Portugal. Remember, you can pay your tuition instrumentally. Portuguese universities would like, they are not expensive. And again, one very important thing you should note is you can move to Portugal with your family, your wife, your child, or maybe your husband or whoever, with your family. And Portugal welcome a lot of visitors, and if you buy a property in Portugal, you might just be transitioning from their permanent residency to citizenship in very few years. But for you to get PR in Portugal and citizenship, it takes at least 5 years. Now, when you get the admissions offer and pay your tuition fee, this is now time for visa application. Again, you need to do research. How is the research going to be done this time around? This time you are going to YouTube maybe to get questions or maybe information that can help you, like this particular video I am filming right now, to get information on things related to documents. But where I will always recommend if you want to go for visa application is the embassy's website. The embassy is located in Abuja, Nigeria, for those applying from Africa and Nigeria. Cameroonians, you have to go to Nigeria. And when you go to Nigeria, you cannot just go to the embassy. You need to book an appointment. Now, remember, you are applying for a Portugal study visa. This is a D-type visa and not a short stay visa, not a Schengen visa. This is a student visa. Okay, the Schengen visa is a short stay visa for less than 90 days. A student visa is a long stay visa for more than 90 days. I hope you understand. Now, when you look at, you have to go to the Portuguese embassy's website. You take a look at all the visa documents. When you see the visa documents, they are going to put things there like academic credentials, your insurance, and a whole lot of things, your admission letter. Then you now look for all these documents and submit them. When you submit them to the embassy's website and fill in the appointment details and book an appointment, they are now going to tell you when you are going to come to the embassy for your interview, or probably go with your passport. This is the process on you for if you really want to apply for a student visa to Portugal. You have to also remember that the visa you are applying for is not free, so you need to pay for. Somebody was telling me that he has spent money on passport and blah blah blah. Guys, passport is not something you should spend money on. This is a mandatory document you need to have if you want to immigrate abroad. Some of you think that in moving abroad, you want to use an ID card to pass the airport. No, this is not it. So your first requirement is your international passport. Go get it. You are not doing it for somebody. You are doing it for your own future. Okay? So don't tell somebody that you spend money to do your passport. No. Passport is necessary. Even in your home country, your identity card is necessary. Now, when you submit this information, submit everything, you will either have two reasons. One will be a rejection, or one will be an acceptance that the visa has been granted or rejected. So you have to put this into consideration. Now, if your visa is granted, that is the Portuguese student visa, right? You've gotten your visa to move to Portugal. So this is the process and the transition, and this works the same for every other country. The only difference here is that some countries you cannot move with family. Some countries you can move there with a fully funded scholarship. Some countries you can go there as a visitor and convert the visa to a student visa or maybe a working contract like Canada. But a country like Portugal, it is going to be difficult. Some people will ask, I'm going to use a Schengen visa to go in, then convert it. Yes, it might be possible if you go in and get an admission, but not every country will do this. So before you move or use this method, make sure you ask the competent authorities or even the school you want to enroll in, because all these things, I believe, they are to be planned. I hope you understand. So for Portugal, those chasing Portugal is a nice country. If you are looking at cheap countries now in Europe, it should be Portugal. Proof of funds is not that much. Maybe with 6 million is enough in your account or in your sponsor's account. Okay, so you have to strategize well and make sure you do the right thing. For those of you who are looking at Canada, 10 million is not going to solve your problem now to immigrate to Canada. if you are going on a student visa, especially those going to colleges that cost $10,000 and above, 10 million is too small, because you have to pay the tuition, or even if you are not paying the tuition, you need to show the entire tuition for that duration of the program, plus living cost money. Living cost alone is 20,000 plus. So you have to put all this into consideration, guys. It is very, very important. Please do not forget to subscribe to this channel. I hope you liked this video. Please like the video and also share to one person. Till we meet again in another one. Bye bye.